I'm situated for sure. Sweet beans. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Spooky Kid Live. Today, instead of me telling you guys my boring stories, um, I wanted to see if anybody out there had any scary stories they had of their own. I know there's nobody in here yet, but let's see. Let's see who pops up. Let's see. What's this? Where's that? Here we go. Do you? Hey. All right, I got my first person in here. I can't tell who you are right now because I'm writing something. So give me just a minute. There we go. Boom. And it sucks. I can't put this anywhere. Anyways. Where's this thing at? There you go. There we go. Okay, let me take care of this right here. Okay, so we should be good now. Sweet. My love. My love. I'm calling my wife. And I'm like, do you want to tell a scary story over here? She's laughing at me. Okay, that means no. All right. She says tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's get this live going. Ay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm stretching my leg. Okay, let's see. Start Q&A. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. Cool beans. Let's put this over here. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the Spooky Kid channel. Does anybody have any scary stories to tell? Any scary experiences? Any paranormal stuff that has happened to them? Like anything out of the ordinary that you just can't explain. I don't know. Do you guys have any stories? I would like to hear them. I love hearing ghost stories. Ghost stories is my thing. Hence, Spooky Kid. So if you got any, please share them. Excuse me. No, let's see. Oh, there we go. Now we can do that. Yeah. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry. Messing with my computer over here. Do. I need some scary stories. I need some scary stories. Tell me your scary stories. I want to hear some scary stories. My wife is over there just laughing at me because she never hears me sing. And when she wants me to sing, I don't want to sing. Let me see. What else can I do? I'm sorry. I'm like new to this whole thing. What's this? Okay, whatever. Don't know what that is. Hello. Welcome. Hello. All right, screw it. Nobody wants to say anything, so I'm just gonna say it. Um, scary story. Trying to think of when someone told me years ago. Um, oh, prison story. Prison story. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in prison. I don't know what it's like in jail. I don't know how that whole system works because I'm not a criminal like that. But um, I had a cousin who was locked up on the inside for quite some time. Hello, Queen is not Anne. Hi there. How are you? Um, my cousin was locked up in prison for a few years, and he was telling me about how he would hear like people screaming at night. You know, it's prison. Things happen in there. I don't know exactly what, but he did tell me about a situation where uh, in his cell next to him, the cell next to him, he heard weird, strange noises that weren't human-like, um, and there was nights where he couldn't sleep because of certain things that were going on that he couldn't explain. Um, so yeah, I mean, in prison, people die, people get stabbed, people get hurt really bad. So I'm assuming something pretty gruesome and horrific happened in there, and that's probably probably one of those things where it reoccurred. And what do they call it? That it's like a reoccurring like event, something stuck in life, like a little piece of life stuck in that little thing. Anyways, point being, um, yeah, he told me some crazy story about being in prison. I don't remember exactly too well, but he said that there was things that would happen at night that he couldn't explain, couldn't sleep at night, um, and just hear weird things. People would do weird things. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have any scary stories you guys want to share? I would gladly and absolutely love to hear them. Sorry, that's my little thing in the back of my phone here. Um, hmm. Let's see what other. I love scary stories. I don't know. I like hearing about them. Does anybody else have that same feeling about hearing scary stories? If you guys hear any noise in the background, that's just my wife. She's on her phone watching something on her, assuming it's Netflix or something. Um, yeah, I don't know. Do you guys don't have any scary stories? Like a scary um, situation, something that was probably paranormal, probably weird, out of the ordinary. All right, yeah, she's like deep in her phone. Um, Goosebumps. Does anybody like Goosebumps? Because I had a VHS tape of Goosebumps back in the day. That was an episode of the girl where she puts on that mask and it gets stuck to her face throughout the Halloween night or something like that. Um, I think that's one of the shows, or that episode was one of the most traumatic episodes for me. Um, I don't think I ever wanted to wear a mask after seeing that. I mean, I know it's far fetched, and looking back at it now, it's like kind of like stupid to even think that, but I don't know. Um, that's why I really don't like wearing anything that's a silicone mask because of that episode from Goosebumps, and I remember that episode very well. Um, Not gonna lie, it's probably my favorite episode, but very traumatic. What are your guys' thoughts on that one? I mean, compared to what Goosebumps was back in the day to what it is now, do you think it was more scarier back then, or do you think it's just as scary today. The hell is that noise? Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? Let me see. All right, let's ask a different question then. Nobody has an answer for this one. So, let's ask a different question. I know a good question. Prefer paranormal or slasher? There we go. Do people prefer paranormal movies or slasher movies? What would you choose? I would go more on the paranormal side. I prefer the paranormal movies and slashers. That's just my take, my personal preference. But what is your preference? What do you guys like? What would you say is your favorite paranormal slasher movie? What was scarier? The Paranormal Activity movies or um, Insidious series? Which one would you say was like the better series out of those two? The Insidious or the Paranormal Activity? I like the first Paranormal Activity. You know how there's always that one-on-one situation with another person that you don't know and it's just awkward? It's that awkward silence. It's kind of what that feels like right now. So it's just a joke. It's just one, yeah, sorry. Anywho, is anybody excited for The Wolfman? That new movie? I saw like little clips of like whatever like those wolf movies were from like the 80s or whatever. Man, those graphics were really cheesy. Like looking back at it, wow. Um, Technology has advanced severely. Um, Wow, this beanie's making me hot. Alright, let's go with a different question. Start poll. Let's see. What's a good... I know. I know. I know what will get the people going here. Here we go. Haha. Let the voting begin. Oh, we got somebody said no. We got one vote that says no. Really? You guys don't like pineapple on pizza? I think pineapple on pizza is amazing. Pineapple belongs on pizza. I would say. I don't know. It's just I like pineapple on pizza. Oh. Hell yeah, it does, man. Pineapple's amazing on pizza. Yes, sir. We're still talking about that shit. What's up, Austin? Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Drunk Man that fell face plant on the floor. Hey, I'm just trying to, associate with the people here. I'm trying to get to know the peoples, man. The alcohol invited him. I heard he was gonna take revenge on that fence that he tried to hop. Something about getting a chainsaw or something. I don't know. You gotta ask Austin. Ugh. I had questions, man. Nobody answered any of my questions, man. Nobody answered any of my questions. Trying to get my wife on here to tell a scary story because I know she has some, but she's like, no, not today. Or that wire fence, or I don't know what it was. It was a fucking divider of some sort. Okay, so let me tell you the story again for like the 5th fucking time. Austin, who was just in this chat, knew for the past 2 nights prior of hopping this fence, knew that there was a fence or this thing that has wires that's supposed to like keep, whatever. We both hopped it at the same time, Austin and I. Jose hopped the fence ahead of time. And this 3rd night, Austin had one too many ounces of tequila with 7-Up or Sprite, I forget what it was. And on his way out, we decided to step over, but he got caught up in the in the wire of the fence like a little piggy. When they get that rope and they aim for the legs and they just like, whoosh, yeah. And all we heard was, "Oh fuck!" and then smack right onto the ground. And I look back. There he is, laying down on the floor, about to get ran over by this white Ford. And the guy in the car was just shaking his head like, "I can't believe it. What a dumbass." And I'm laughing. And Jose is laughing. And for a good solid 5 hours, we were laughing. Dude, I told this story like 10 times already, man. I'm tired of telling this story. And I'm going to tell it to everybody that I know, by the way. By the way, my wife, who's right over here on the couch, knows the story, and she could not stop laughing when I told the story. So, haha. Dude, I'm tired. It's 9 o'clock, 9:20 now. I'm trying to get people to tell me some stories because I want to hear some stories. Oh, no, I agree. That was the best night of my life, too. So far out of 2025. Yeah. It was a great night. Seeing those wet knees told us, it really said a lot. It said a lot about what was going on there. Shit. Anyways, how you like the setup, man? How do you like my setup I got going on here? I got a mask from Ava, got my DVDs on the background, I got my poster that I made a while back that I've been trying to get a frame for, and I got the Doyers right here to my right, which is probably your left or something. I don't know. Got my Funko Pops back there, my horror Funko Pops. What you think, man? What you think? Man, what a night to remember, though. Kind of makes me want to take a shot of tequila right now. Hey, hey, baby. Fucking thing. There we go. That's what I was trying to get rid of. Yeah, man, some shots of tequila. Just so I can relive that night one more time. And then spray Jose's knees with some water. Make it look like he was doing some nasty things behind a dumpster somewhere. I feel like I've been judged by Austin tonight of such enthusiasm. But anyways, how would you guys ever feel about going to a graveyard at night? Just like right now, like if I were to say, hey, let's go to a graveyard just to walk around that motherfucker, like would you guys want to go or not? And I mean like the darkest, scariest graveyard we could find. I would say let's go. Let's hop in the car, go through the GPS and see what we find, and just head straight there, just chill. In the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Excuse me, I got the burps. Oh, speaking of which, Jose, I have an idea for a video that I need to talk to you about. We'll talk about it tomorrow when we're at the gym. Let's fucking do it, man. I'm down to fucking do it. I just gotta figure out which graveyard has no lights and is away from like heavy, like big streets, like that have traffic lights and shit, and the freeways. I know there's one down the street from where I'm at, but it's right next to the freeway. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be like alone in the graveyard. Maybe get spooked by something that's not there. I don't know. These headphones are amazing, by the way. Haunted house. We gotta hit up a haunted house too. Yeah. Man, it's cold. Would be. You know what? I would very much like to find a castle, like an old school castle. I know they don't have them here in California, and if there is one, it's probably like fucking somewhere up north. But I know I remember seeing on YouTube and on TV that there is a pretty well known haunted castle. I just don't remember the name of it. And it's supposed to be like this, like one of the points of like 4 points of like other buildings that connect somehow, and it's supposed to be like a connection of like supernatural stuff, paranormal stuff. I don't know. I gotta look more into it, but I know that's where I want to go. I believe the one I saw was somewhere in the UK. but I would definitely like to explore one of those. A haunted castle, especially no electricity there. That'd be pretty dope. Let me see what else. Ooh, that one haunted Irish pub somewhere. The hell was that? Heard a beep. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there's a haunted Irish pub somewhere in Ireland, of course. Um, yeah, I just heard stories about it. Would definitely love to explore that pub. Hold on, let me stop this thing right here because it's acting wild. Okay, there we go. Sorry, just because I have my audio recorder going nuts over here. Let me see what else would be. You know what? A church. I've heard of haunted churches. I just don't know where any of them are. Can you imagine being in a haunted church? How freaky that would be. And I know there are haunted churches. I just got to do my research on those. The Winchester House. That's one of my places to go. That's on the list. There's a spot in San Diego. Many spots in LA. Where else could we go? Damn, I wish they would allow the people to enter in that what's it called? That one, it's a hotel, but it's like it's run down basically. I don't know if if they like what the name of it is anymore, but it's a pretty well known hotel, and I know they have squatters there, but I would like to explore that hotel as well. I mean, gotta be careful with the squatters because fucking squatters are crazy. Might want to shank you with a needle or something. I don't know. What would you guys like to see? Where would you like to see me go? Like what area would you like to see me explore? It'd be just me, maybe Jose, maybe my boy Austin here if he's down to do it. A couple of flashlights, and that's it. Damn, 100% on no for the pineapple on pizza. That's jacked, man. You guys aren't human beings. You guys don't know what real taste is. I'm kidding. Jesus. I'm going to get shit tomorrow for it. Extra push-ups or something. I don't know. Where else could we go? Let's see. Queen Mary, believe it or not, me being 33, living in Southern California, I have never been to the Queen Mary. I got offered free tickets once, but I couldn't I didn't have any way of getting there, so I had to turn them down, which sucked because it was around Halloween time too. It was something for Halloween. Um, so I mean, believe it or not, 33 years old and I've never been to the Queen Mary. It's one of the places I want to go to. Not for the Halloween stuff, of course, because then it gets like super packed, and then I don't like waiting in those long ass lines. So, it's kind of like being at Universal Studios with the haunted houses. I don't want to do all that. And for everybody out there that's watching that does it, y'all are crazy. Y'all can have fun with that one. So does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no? I need to know. I say it does. There's only 2 votes. I need more votes. I need to know. I need to know. Oh, man. Do you guys believe in the statues that cry? Like, I know in the like Spanish news, you always get those statues where it's either the Jesus Christ statue or the Virgin Mary statue cries blood. Do you guys believe in that kind of stuff? Do you believe that's true? I mean, I'm not trying to mock it or make it seem like it's like like a funny situation to laugh at, but I've always wondered, like, what if the people who own the place or whatever are just doing some kind of like gimmick to get some kind of attraction or something. I don't know, but I've always thought about that. Um, and then I also saw some kid who would rub his eye and like put his basically his pink eye all over people, and then people would suddenly be healed of whatever disease or something. I remember that years ago. I don't know if anybody has heard of that one. That one was a wild story. The kid would just like rub his eye, and then he'd like touch the other people on the forehead or something, and then all of a sudden they were cured of whatever they were going to him for. That was wild. I don't know if I would take it that far to try to get healing. I know we have the egg, right? And the sage and the vaporu, but yeah, having some kid rub his pink eye all over you, I don't know. That's a little too far, a little too extreme, if you ask me. Did you hear that? Oh, sorry, it's just the lady upstairs. And again, like I have this neighbor upstairs who's an elderly lady, and there's always some crazy thumping going on upstairs. I don't know what it is, and it drives us crazy down here. Like we could be asleep, and just out of nowhere, you hear this lady just running down the hallway, which is crazy because she's old. And I mean, I'm talking about like 60s, 70s. Okay, that makes no sense to me. None. Where else could we go? That would be like a pretty. You know what? What's that one? Um, it's a forest, and it's pretty big. I think it like runs from like Canada to the U.S., but it's like haunted. Um, Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you got some weird shit going on upstairs. Um, dang it, I forgot the name of it. But like they say, if you go in, you don't come out. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Sorry, this lady's getting on my goddamn nerves. Um, that's one of the places I would like to go. I don't know why. I don't know. But can you imagine going into a crazy haunted forest and then just seeing things that aren't there? Or hearing things that aren't there? People screaming, some crazy old lady laughing, some growling, your car being pushed around, um, your car just automatically stopping. Like, how would you react in that situation? How would you handle that? Would you run back and leave your car there, or try to start it, or what would you do in that situation? Have you heard of the suicide forest in Japan somewhere? Basically, it's a Japanese forest where people go to die. And apparently, I think from what I heard, it was legal. Um, I gotta look more into that, but people just go there because they got tired of life or something, and they'll take a note, pin it on themselves, and then just hang themselves off the trees. And I guess it's one of the haunted forests in the world. Um, but that's pretty wild. Like, can you imagine just like thinking, oh, this must be a nice little forest, and all of a sudden you see all these dead bodies just hanging on the trees? That is wild. That would be crazy. I would love to see a film made with that. That would be some wild stuff right there. Um, the little haunted island of all the little baby heads of the little toys. Um, somewhere in Mexico, I think. That's pretty crazy. Oh, so my mom has a place in Rosarito, and I remember on the way there, I saw this big, huge, like mansion type, right on the like beach, and you could see it from like the highway going to her place. Um, and at first, like I was like, "Oh, cool! That's this crazy looking house," because it had like this big statue, like of a head on 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 the side of the building where we're passing by it. And then come to find out, like about a year or two later, that it's a satanic house. If you look it up, you'll probably find it. But basically, it's some kind of like it has like it's the devil's head or something, and it has a bunch of like satanic stuff inside. Stranger San Diego. Stop chasing unclean spirits. I mean, you got a point there. I don't want anything going on. Ooh, thank you to whoever voted yes on the pineapple. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not alone on that one. But anyways, back to this house. Um, you can see it right off the highway. You see it's a big, huge head, and I remember seeing a story. I think it was on TikTok, back when it was still legal here. Um, it was basically just giving a tour of the house, but it's all satanic stuff. It's all like satanic statues and devil stuff, and I was like, oh, that's a trip. Like, who would want to put that right in the middle of you know a nice beach area, and you could see the big devil head just on the side of the freeway. But yeah, if you think I'm bullshitting, you can look it up. Like, I forget what the name of that house is, but if you look it up, it'll pop up. Here, let me see. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it on here for you guys. Let's see. Aha, it is. And it's a $4 million mansion, by the way. Let's see. If y'all don't believe me, I'm gonna see if I can turn my screen for you guys. All right, ready? Here we go. There it is. Okay, and it is called. If I can get a name on this thing. View image. Yeah, see? You guys thought I was bullshitting, huh? That there is this way, El Diablo. It's got a lady right there. Some other priest-looking dude right there. Let's see. Get out of this one. Let me see. What does this one say? Yeah, there we go. The Mexican, the Mexican Castle of Satan. Isn't that crazy? Like, who in the hell would want a house like that? That shit is wild. Look at that shit. Here, let me see if I can. I wish I could do this a hell of a lot better for you guys, but I'm working with what I got. Okay, I apologize. So, anyways, there we go. So that's the top of the house. That's the side of the house. That's a nice bar inside the house. But let me see. The armory from like back in the day. Yeah. And I'm assuming that's the dude who probably owns it. But anyways, that's some crazy stuff, man. What if we did a video there? That'd be awesome. Like, we could actually go inside the actual house or the mansion. And then, I don't know, probably experience some crazy stuff there. I don't know. That'd be pretty dope. Take a trip down to Mexico and just be at that mansion for a day or two. Ain't that crazy though? People are wild. People are crazy. What do you guys think about that? That whole devil mansion in Mexico. I should do a segment on that. I should just like do some research and just find out what the whole deal is with that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Let me ask my wife. She's like over here. My love. You want to go to the devil's mansion in Mexico? She said let's do it. I don't believe her though. She's a little scaredy cat. I am too, but I'm willing to do it. Dang, it's already been 40 minutes. I feel like I haven't done anything or said anything useful or entertaining. Sorry, I just have really bad acid reflux. What's another good spot we can go to? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research and see what we can find nearby where we can go. I know there's a place in Redlands, but I'm not sure if they'll allow people in there. It's a nice little house too, worth millions, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Like a lot of these haunted houses are worth millions. Like the big huge stuff. Oh, there's a place called Amy's Castle here in where I live. Um, it's an old castle from like back in the day, and I heard it has underground tunnels that would like lead from the because this castle's like way on top of the mountain. Jose, I'll show you. Um, but yeah, it's on top of this mountain, and I heard it has tunnels that would like lead down to where the street is at. So Jose, if you remember, or Jose and Austin, if you guys remember where we shot the lake in that same street, apparently there's like doorways or something that lead up to that castle. Um, you can kind of see it, but it's pretty crazy. Like I've heard stories, and they say it's haunted. I don't know how haunted it is, if even if it is truly haunted, but that'd be a cool place to go and do some video stuff there. So if you're up for it, I'm down to do it. I just gotta ask because it's owned. So, and there used to be a house down the street from where I live that used to be known as the Tarzan House, because people believed that some actor who played Tarzan back in the day, in like the 50s, owned that house, and so that's why they called it the Tarzan House. But it was the only house up there on that mountain. It's not there anymore, but it was the only house up there. And I remember going one time with like a bunch of people, and it was weird. It was very like it had like this room where it was like underneath the living room, but it was kind of like a cellar type thing. I don't know, rich people stuff. All right, I'm gonna get off this live because my throat is hurting. Um, I'm gonna do some investigation for you guys and provide some better live for you, and tell the story even better, according to Austin, about how when he fell. You know what, I'm just gonna do a video on my Instagram for that one. I'll probably try to get some kind of animator to depict it for us as well. I know a few. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys. And for you guys who voted no on the pizza, you guys truly suck. I'm just kidding. You guys don't suck. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next live. Love, peace, and chicken grease, as my boy Tyler would say. Yeah. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Deuce, deuce.